Hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Tomb Raider 4 Remastered. This is Alexandria 115 speaking, and I would very much like to welcome you to what will be the shortest video of our entire run, again revisiting coastal ruins. Now, this is in fact, I believe, the 5th time we are accessing the coastal ruins, but it's the second dedicated video to it for one simple reason. We're gonna progress our in-game statistics, so I wanna capture that in a separate video. But don't worry, despite this one being so short, the next video, the Temple of Poseidon, is out already, so you can check it out immediately after this one wraps up very quickly. And wrap up quickly it will, because all we're gonna achieve here is landing 2 kills. There are in fact 2 skeletons you will encounter upon leaving the catacombs via this secret exit. First and foremost, this one's the most obvious one. However, you might be thinking, hold on a sec, Zalgadis, you told us that the only viable targets for de-escalation are in the catacombs level, but this looks very viable. Well, not really. There is no conceivable angle from which you can shoot this skeleton's skull. See, nothing happens. You kind of need to do it from the side on the opposite, but you cannot, because by that point the skeleton will awaken. So again, the only opportunities to unlock the de-escalation achievements are in the catacombs level, which I've covered in the previous episode. Hey guys, brief intermezzo from editing, Zalgadis here. Just wanting to clarify something, you will get plenty of opportunities to unlock de-escalation in the Temple of Poseidon level, as I found out after recording this segment. So stay tuned for the next episode, which is already out today. So this time around, what we're gonna do is just blast this skeleton over to the pit over there. It's no biggie, and the pit is completely empty. Yeah, this is gonna be a rather uneventful episode. Now there's a second skeleton here, but this one's a sneaky bastard. You actually need to step back up into the tunnel over there. And there he appears, and 2 well-placed shotgun blasts, and that will be the end of it. Okay, well, all we see is dust from the bones. Cool. So, let's crowbar this grate over here. And I'm not sure why this was necessary, but there's an entire new gate behind it that we need to crowbar yet again. And my friends, if you remember our original Coastal Ruins episode, this is the first grate I showed you that you cannot crowbar from the other side. But visually, they are not at all distinct from one side or the other, and this is where I feel the remasters have really missed a chance to show us. Anywho, we are back in a very familiar looking location. One thing that I haven't tackled in my Coastal Ruins video, however, is the tunnel over here. Incredibly easy to miss. This, my friends, is a slide back from the level called Pharaoh's Temple of Isis. There is a unique way to access it and re-enter the coastal ruins. This is despite the fact that the exit over here is on the opposite side of the entire coastal ruins to where the entrance to the level is. But again, you only need to access it should you find yourself missing one of these 2 key items, Pharaoh's Knot and Pharaoh's Pillar. But if you have both, you'll never ever need to take this exit slide, which is gonna be our case, but I wanted to cover it, you know, just to close in all gaps. Anywho guys, this is essentially all just an elaborate way to re-access the catacombs and the Temple of Poseidon. So let's do just that and enter the catacombs for the 4th time. There we go. And this is essentially a very quick and efficient way, whilst landing both of those skills in coastal ruins, to get back down into the central chamber. And by now you are incredibly familiar with this place. No crusher trap to get us here. You can access the ladder over here and make it down safely. There we go, and this is again another chance to scoop up any breakable vessels you might have missed, but if you find that you have 80 of them at this point, you are good. You know what, we might just take a brief look at the statistics over at the step over here. So this was a very brief detour through the coastal ruins secret exit to re-reach the catacombs and the entrance to the Temple of Poseidon. We have landed 2 kills, and these are the statistics you want to see with 179 kills. Okay guys, not a very exciting episode, but an important piece of the puzzle. I want you to be able to piece all the different episodes in the Tomb Raider 4 Remastered playlist together to be able to see what led to the combined statistics in each. Okay, I hope that makes sense. In the next episode, which is out already and you can check it out, you will see us again revisiting the coastal ruins, but there we will not make any progress for the in-game statistics. That's why I didn't make it a separate video. So let me save the game here, and before I part, I of course want to say thanks to my absolutely amazing patrons. Blangoopel, Meek, Severin Drax, Ensticle, KT Danger, Buddha2, Basic Bryony, and Bino. Thank you guys so much for being my loyal Winstons and for treating me to my early cup of coffee, making editing before I start working possible. I would also like to give big thanks to my caretaker Winstons, Michael McConkey, Karavetu, Renegade Derny, Blanket Fox, Jonathan Jones, Dig the Bee, and PD92. Thank you guys so much for your support of the channel and also for ensuring that Lara takes her daily dose of vitamin D under the coastal ruins sun. Next, I would like to say special thanks to my brave veteran Winstons, Andrea Paviglianetti, Alexander, and Richard Dearman. Thank you guys so much for your valiant support of the channel, and also for today for picking up your shovels and digging a hole for the skeletons to fall into, allowing us to increase our kill count by 2 without having to resort to using explosive ordnance. And finally, I would like to give one very special thanks to my one and only fine vintage Winston, Akira Foxmind. Thank you so much for your generous and long support of the channel, and also for using your powers to freeze the grates in place, making them brittle and so much easier for Lara to pry them open with her crowbar. This allowed us to unlock yet another secret exit into the coastal ruins and kind of putting another piece of the puzzle together. And on a final note, I'd like to say thanks to my free Patreon members as well as to all of you for watching this ridiculously short episode, but still an essential piece of the overall playlist and puzzle to get all the kills. Now guys, this is normally at the end of each video where I share some closing thoughts. Given how short this sort of walk through the coastal ruins was, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna tell you to check out the next video which is out already, the Temple of Poseidon. That's exactly where I'm gonna see you next, and until then, I want to wish all of you happy raiding.